Man, I'm tired. I am tired. I got like a little headache. I'm gonna go in this store, give me something to eat, and I'm laying it down. I, I had another hour I could have drove, but I was like, nah, because I've spent too much time today basically doing nothing. All right. When I finally got unloaded, I went over to check in. I checked in. I thought I had an 8:15 appointment time. The top of the paper said 9:45. So I'm like, okay. So after sitting there for a period of time, I get called to the back. So the lady at the guard shack says, when you get called to the back, you're gonna go in either door number 2, 3, or 4. You know, just wait. They're gonna notify you. I'm like, cool. So there's a truck in front of me, so we're just sitting there. We're just sitting there. Guy comes around us in a Conestoga, like just comes around us. I'm thinking maybe he was doing what I seen another truck do, like just drive to the back, and do that. Like, nah, he like hopping in front of us. So like as he's coming around, one of the doors is raising up. So the door is raising up, and he in a position itself gave the loader his paperwork. So dude in the truck in front of me, he comes out, throws his hands up like, hey, we get to the bottom of this. And I'm thinking like, I'm glad that you're doing it because I just didn't. I wouldn't have had the energy, man, to do it. I wouldn't have had the energy. I mean, I'm just thinking about the amount of sleep that I missed out on. Like, I literally missed out on like a good 3 hours of sleep, man. A good 3 hours of sleep because I went over there thinking that something was what it wasn't. So anyway, he goes over there, tells the loader, hey, we were in front of him. He's pointing back, I don't know what they're saying because I'm just so far away. I know when a person points back more than one time and is looking back, obviously they got a little heated. So he tells the guy to bag his truck back. He bags back. The guy comes back out, gets in his truck. He goes in the door. So I'm thinking, is he gonna try me? Is he gonna try to hop in front of me when one of these other doors open? So he didn't. So luckily both doors ended up opening. 3 and 4 ended up opening. So I drove in 4 because 4 opened first. And then he drove into 3. So I got loaded and I needed to clean my mirrors because we had to drive so far into the bay. And since they were doing construction, you had to back all the way back out. So I was like, let me wash my mirrors because I would have bagged into something and as easy as, in theory, backing back in a straight line should be the easiest thing in the world to do. It is easy, but you got a little left, a little right. You gotta keep the trailer from, doing that. And for all intents and purposes, my mirrors are never they never online because my passenger side mirror, for all intents and purposes, it has the tendency to kind of walk itself out. So like instead of it being, closer like towards the cab, it flutters out from time to time because it's not as I don't know if I need to tighten down the bolt in it or something, but I don't want to tighten it down too far to the point that when I activate the power, that it won't twist. But I'll take care of it. But man, it was so cold today. I literally had to put my jumpsuit on, and I haven't worn my jumpsuit, since I don't even know if did I wear it when I went to the oil field? I think I did. Yeah. I did wear. No, because they gave us jumpsuits to wear. I don't think I've worn a jumpsuit since I left TMC. I mean, I washed it, but I don't think I've actually put that thing on because I've been gone from TMC for, is it 3 years now? Yeah, so I really haven't worn that thing in probably like 3 years. If my memory serves me correctly. Yeah. But anyway, so I got loaded, backed up, went to the tarping station, got tarp. I mean, I was just like moving in like slow motion because I'm like, my clock is just like, it's over with. Like it's a wrap. So I luckily I was able to make it down here to Mississippi, but I still got like 130 some miles to drive in the morning. But that'll be all right, I think, because the place I'm going to, I've been to this place one time before, but I can't remember how fast they were. I want to say we got there and we backed up and they told us we could untarp. Like, go ahead and untarp, and then like they would pull you around to where they wanted you to come around to. Now the thing that's making me, a little uneasy is that I have a 10:30 appointment time. So most places they go on lunch at like 11. So I don't know. Maybe they go at 12. Because I want to say I looked like I seen something where they like stop unloading at 12. So maybe they don't hang you out to dry with the lunch break. So I don't really know. But I did my Google Earth and everything like that, and I'm just like, okay, this is very easy to get here. And I'm trying to figure out and think to myself, well, how in the world did I have so much trouble getting there the first time I ever went? Because what I ended up doing is I ended up turning down the wrong street. I don't know if it's the way the address was set up, because I'm looking like at the place, but I'm thinking like maybe the GPS is telling me to take a right turn right here. But luckily I was able to get turned around and everything like that and, get in there, before my, appointment time or whatever like that. So, man, it is what it is. Shoot. But more than likely, it'll probably be a lumber load or something, because I think at this point, I think my driver manager kind of knows the lanes that I like to be in on like a Friday or something like that. So usually those lumber loads, they usually head, west, whereas like the pipe loads, they usually head up to like the northeast and stuff like that. So I'm not saying I'm banking on it, but I feel like if I get there in like 2 hours, I get unloaded, it's like another 2 hours to get to like the lumber places and whatnot. And not my red light. Yeah, I ain't making any better. Made me look darker. But anyway, so I get over there and try to get loaded, tarp down and stuff like that, then I can head on home. But I would much rather if I would just stay on I-20 somewhere close by instead of riding up to that place. That way I can make it home, before it gets dark or whatnot. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. This place tonight is unusually crowded. It's usually not this crowded when I come here, so I don't know if it's because I never stopped here at this time before or what the issue is, but a lot of trucks are getting diesel. But then again, I guess, well, yeah, I would get diesel here too. That's one of the things I need to work on because, like I say, because of the fuel discounts we get over here, I don't really pay too much attention to the fuel prices like I should. But I will note that I did get some diesel, I believe, yesterday in Ohio. And I want to say it was like, $2.90 something. And I stopped to get some diesel at the Lowe's today. I didn't really pay attention to what it was, but I know it wasn't this cheap. But anyway, the diesel at this place is like $2.19, so it's like an 80-cent drop, from anywhere else. So I mean, yeah, it makes perfect sense. I don't know how often they be in here cooking, and I don't really want to go in the store with a lot of people in here because a lot of people don't want to wear masks, which I'm indifferent about it, but it's to the point now to where I've done it, worn it so many times now it just becomes it's a habit now. So I get out with it on now. I don't particularly like to wear it per se, but I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. But anyway, man, I don't know if y'all can tell in my voice, man. It's just like I'm exhausted, man. I'm honestly saying, like, I don't really feel like I had the energy to, like, even just walk to the store. Like, I'm just beat. I'm beat. And I gotta get up early tomorrow. So, like I said, my appointment is at 10:30, so I would say I want to leave at like 8, and they give me 2 hours and 30 minutes to make it there, but I might just leave like 7:15, 7:20, and just be there early. Since, like I said, I know you got to back in and park, but I don't know. I'd rather be early than be late, just in case. You just never know what may pop up. And then with, like, in the load notes, they was like, if you delay for any reason other than a maintenance or something, you just, I think they said they're gonna drop the rate because it wasn't delivered on time, and it'd be 3 to 7 days before you can get another, appointment on something. So yeah, I don't really. I'm like That's one of the reasons I told my dad. I was like, I don't want to work for UPS, FedEx, and Amazon. I don't like being under that type of pressure, that stress. I like a situation where, like, hey, if something come up, hey, I'm about to knock it out, drop it out the next day or something like that. All right, cool, All right, just keep me posted. I don't like no load where it's like, it's due Tuesday. We're gonna take it out on you if it's not done Tuesday. So, nah, I don't like all that. Man. There's really too many people. And like I said, with all these trucks in the store, man, they don't really be having a lot of food out there in it. They don't really have a lot of food. They have a lot of food in there, but they don't really have a lot of food because, again, I don't know if they're going to cook any more food tonight. And I don't know. I mean, it's like it's more trucks in the fuel island than it is like parked around the perimeter of the store. Oh man, I'm beat. I am beat. Anyway, man, I ain't gonna lull y'all to sleep. I'll get with y'all good people tomorrow sometime. Man, I'm beat. Y'all be safe, man.